Hello, YouTube. So, I'm going to do some more videos on this fennec thing. Welcome to the investing analysis of fennec. I have watched it. Oh yes, we suddenly got this, whoever's trying to manipulate the stock, this 270, it was I think 271 or 273, sat there at 493, I believe, 96, was it 496? What we saw yesterday did not get, chart unavailable again, did not get, it never got, see there's the last one there, 275. So it never got satisfied. Previous close was 294. Now that was what they did, right? Previous close. So this open was a sudden, oh yeah, we're going to, at 496 shares, we're going to go buy that. It'll cost us $1,200. And we shift the price down. We get to show a negative there. So, yeah, somebody, I believe, is trying to influence the price of this stock downward. That's a guess on my part. Here we have a look at Yahoo. And, well, I guess we're going really slow today, eh? Maybe the software slows things down? I don't know. Let's just have a quick look at Yahoo. Again, these are stocks that I watch, invested in a couple of them. Now, I'm not complaining so much about Yahoo, about my investments, just because there's a slight down in them today, but that's nothing surprising. But some of the stuff from Yahoo is interesting. Now, let's see what we got here. Their headlines and titles. Okay, this isn't bad, but oh, come on, download. With this software running, it just doesn't want to download fast at all. But one of their headlines this morning was that the Canadian markets were down because crude oil here was down, and that's why the Canadian markets were down. But how could you know? You know, if the markets haven't opened yet, you are just you're just guessing at some of these things. Yeah, the market's edged now lower in early trading. 21 minutes ago. The market's only opened up 21 minutes ago. Let's go to the article and read it. This is one of the things that I find it's okay. Yahoo does this all the time, and I suspect a conspiracy where you have, I want the markets to be down today, so I'm going to put negative news repeatedly. So this came out at 9:35 a.m. I believe 5 minutes into opening up the market. You may say that, you know, New York, I'm not quite sure. They say all local times, but it is not 9 a.m. yet. So I believe this is 5 minutes in, and I'm in Manitoba, giving out my location, and we are in the same time as Chicago, and it's not 9 a.m. yet, or it's just after 9 a.m. So, you know, this 0.2% down. Well, let's go back and check, and then we'll get back into our fennec thing just a little more. I was just going to say a few more things about fennec. So as it's loading up there, I'll just talk to the camera. Now, one of the things with investing and in fennec that I will do with different companies and things I have done in the past, I have taken and gone on Facebook, social media, and I go look up these people. And you can actually find quite a bit about these companies when you look on Facebook. I've had companies in the past where it didn't make sense, it didn't add up, and I suspected those people weren't working for the company, and I would contact them on Facebook and ask them, are you actually working? Because, I mean, it's my money, and I want to protect it. So they talked about the markets being down 2%, going back to what I was doing here with Yahoo. They talked about the markets, this huge drop of 2%. And we have a 0.45% right now. 0.45% is such a small amount that it can go positive or negative in any moment. Oil is down 0.4%. The Dow Jones is down 0.26%. These are incredibly, the Dow Jones is 20,000 and it's down 53. These amounts can go up and down in the day. It's an absurdity to mark it as a red. So you look here, this marking this as a red. Yes, it is red. It is down, so to speak. So is oil down. But in the day, by the end of the day, it might be a positive. This is such a small amount. You're down, okay, oil's 51.77, down 40 cents. It could move up. This is the first minutes of the day. And they try to present all these negative things. And then I also find that they do negative, positive, positive, negative. And I sort of count them some days, and it's so odd. How do you decide when you're doing a site like this to put up, okay, this is positive. Oh, this is another one here. Look at this. You got to read these careful. This is Reuters, Canadian. See, and then here it's a sponsor. They're getting sneaky. They're putting the sponsors in between the actual articles. And this is Business Insider. But then again, no, this is not. This is another sponsor thing. You've got to be so careful. The Monty Fool, well, that's, I guess that's an investment. So now another sponsor. Reuters, okay, that's legit. This one's Reuters, Canadian Timex in talks over possible Saudi, okay. BlackBerry just carved out a lucrative new offering. Whoa, we'll have to look at that. But then again, right here again, sponsored. You know, you've got to actually, this is the important part here. Another sponsor. That's Reuters up here. Business Insider, and this is a sponsor. And even some of these this advertisers say Snapchat's unique selling point is that it's the new cool thing, which puts a lot more pressure on the company. I almost think this kind of sounds like it's, you know, when you want to read a business article and you actually want to read some business, and they aren't really putting business stuff in there. Most active stocks today. That's kind of nice to know. Bombardier, I've been following that and invested in that in and out. Made some money there. New gold. Gold is the toughest thing to invest in as you try and get legitimacy. Anyways, and Bombardier is up today because they got a the federal government gave them another loan. Billions of dollars have gone into this company. My theory with Bombardier, I know I'm diverting from fennec here. My theory with Bombardier is that these loans aren't loans, they're gifts. And why would you give gifts to Bombardier? Bombardier also makes military stuff. So on top of that, I think we're just looking at this whole thing with fennec, and we'll watch it again. We'll see. You're going to see that the trade, now I just clicked on it, has not been fulfilled again. So it took more than, I expected it would take like 4 hours to fulfill a trade, and it took more than a day to fulfill a trade. This is interesting. You have fulfilled some trades today. You fulfilled them, and it looks like it's hard to say what the prices you fulfilled them at. Are you going to give me data in the single day? Sometimes, nope, chart unavailable. Now, oh, I should move my box over so we can see what we're looking at here. You can't see what I can see. So the previous day close was 294. That happened during, actually before the morning, but after hours. That was not something we could get involved in. It opened at 271 and the ask was 293. The bid is 271 and the volume is 750. So if this was 1,000, that would be $2,700. That's more money, I guess, but still you see this going for such small amounts. I guess my next move with fennec is to look at debt. What is their debt load? And the other thing we look at, like I said, social media. I haven't seen anything on them on social media. Another thing I would do with a company, let's see, fennec doesn't make a difference. If it's a manufacturing company, I will use Google Earth. What will Google Earth do for me? I will do a satellite image of the company. Now this company, they've already admitted they only have 3 people working for it, so there's nothing to see. You're going to see an office building, nothing to see. But I will look these type of things up, especially when a company says, well, we can't keep up with sales, or different little things they'll say. Fine, I will take a look to see what your waste is. If you're having a huge production, then your waste should be high. You should be, anybody who's upping their production also has higher amounts of waste. And the other thing that you look for is if you got huge production, then your inventory will be, your finished product inventory will be very big. All these companies on the stock market, they love to inflate, well, how would you say, when you run a company, you are always going to be super positive about your own company. So you will always normally just inflate things. But for me to find out the truth, I need to do different little things. When you say, yeah, our sales are this, that was in the last quarter, possibly 2 quarters ago. It is not today. So I need to know what's happening today. The only way you make money on the markets is by having insider information. So what inside information do we need on this fennec pharmaceutical? I need to know first their debts. I need to know secondly the possibility of putting this product on the market. How close are we? In the clinical trials, are we done? Are we putting it on the market? Is there something else coming up? So that would be the questions with fennec. Now I'm coming to the end of the video, and I notice my time. I've got just a few more seconds to do a shout out to this screen recording. I think it's a great little item. I can quickly get up here and record stuff. It does slow down my internet and everything, but it's pretty easy, pretty quick setup. So that's a great little company, a great little web page. The only problem is they give you no warning when you come to the end of the video, and your video ends in 15 minutes. I can easily talk longer than that. Thanks for anybody who's come to view. Sorry about any of the video problems that you might be seeing.